Assalamualaikum and good evening to all the examiners and the candidates. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah, feeling good too.
Okay. Today weather is very nice, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So for group discussion today, we are using Zoom as the medium because we cannot to gather together. So let's start. Okay. Nowadays, the condition of public toilets is quite bad, right? I'm very sure that there are many factors that contribute to the uncleanliness of the public toilet. Do all of you agree with this statement?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you think about this current condition of public toilet? And can you give me one of the main factors that contribute to this problem, candidate B?
Thank you, candidate C. One of the main reasons or causes that contribute to the uncleanliness of today's public toilet is actually ineffective cleaning. I believe that most of public toilets are cleaned by their housekeeper, or we call them as cleaners. So these cleaners are paid but with a very minimum wage. They are paid for their work but very little amount. So because of a small amount of payment that they get, I think that they will not do their job right. They will do their job pretty bad. As we can see, nowadays toilet are very dirty, and I believe that this happen because most of the workers just clean the toilet lightly because they have a lot of work to do and they get paid just a little bit. So sometimes they just, yes, candidate D.
uh, in my point of view, I think irresponsible users that contribute to the uncleanliness to public toilets. As we know, public toilets are for public usage, right? So it will be the users responsible to take care of the cleanliness of the toilet that they have used. I agree with candidate B that this problem may caused by the ineffective cleaning, but not at all cases that the cleaners not doing their job well. So the cleaners also have complained that the toilet becomes dirty within just half an hour after they cleaning it. It means that the toilet gets dirty because of irresponsible users that use it and then left it without ensure it in a good condition and clean. Sometimes people it left the toilet unflushed and throw the tissues in the toilet bowl that makes the toilet become dirty and broke. So that is why I think irresponsible users was the main factors that contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilets. What about the rest of you? Did you have any opinions?
Well, that's a good point. But personally, I think that poor toilets facilities contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilet. As we already know that toilet facilities is the first thing that people always look when it's come to the cleanliness of toilet. Firstly, lack of maintenance such as broken sinks and pipe, short pipe and broken toilet bowl can give discomfort for the public users. There are some people who don't know how to use or manage it themselves. If they have a fine a situation like this where the toilet facilities are very bad, they might worsen the condition where the new public users cannot use at all. And next, I would like to add some point where there is also no tissue paper provided and no place for flushing. This will give troublesome to some people because they have to do some manual flushing by using the pail. However, if the pail also broken, they cannot do anything and might left the bowl without cleaning it. So in
Excuse
conclusion,
me.
yes.
Yeah, it's okay. Finish your words first.
Okay. I really think that poor facilities such as lack of maintenance is the one of the factor that contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilet.
I agree with you, candidate C. As you mentioned earlier, some public toilet does not provide any tissue papers for the users. So I think that providing the tissue papers for users are actually responsibility of the public toilet housekeeper, or as we call them, cleaners. So just like I mentioned earlier, some cleaners does not do their job right, and that's why they does not provide any tissue. Sometimes they just clean the public toilet lightly. Like I read from a blog entry, some people said that the cleaners just simply mop the floor of the toilet and does not refill any hand wash or any tissue papers, and they just go to clean the other side or the other part of the place that they have to clean. So that's why I think the major reason that causes the current issue of public toilet is because of ineffective cleaning. So what do you think, candidate A?
Okay. So, in my opinion, unstable water pressure is also give bad effect to the public toilet. So, in my point, which is the unstable water pressure is actually effect when the water pressure is bad, because at the certain area we we what we call, in at certain area the water condition is not in very good condition, like in rural area and so on. So because the water pressure may be too low, or the water tank doesn't have enough water, so they the resident of the certain area can make can it is very hard to make sure the public toilet is in good condition, is in clean condition. uh, so that's why the flush might be problem, the flush might be does not have enough water, so that they cannot flush the toilet properly, so end up the the waste is left in the toilet bowl.
But
Moreover,
I think
okay.
But I think even if the water pressure is not good enough or is not high enough to let the user flush the toilet, I think they can use an alternative as collecting some water in a pail, and then they they
We
splash the water in
manually
the toilet bowl. Yes, they
do it
manually flush the toilet. I think a
Yes,
responsible user will do that.
yes. Sometimes the responsible users will do like that, but the irresponsible users that who want left the waste in the toilet bowl like that. So it is just disgusting and annoying when the other users want to use the public toilet, because it is public usage, right? So it is just annoying when someone like that did that to the public facilities. Okay, so
Okay, what I see here, and I agree with all of you. So, in conclusion, what I can make is all of these factors is come from irresponsible users, such as the factors that candidate A said. Uh, it depends on the users. If they want to um, they want to
to clean.
They want to manually flush the toilet or not.
ah so if they feel they are responsible to that thing, so they will flush it with uh, uh water.
Yes, I agree
So
with Nurin because it is just common sense to the all people. So we are people and we have we have brain to think it properly. Uh, so so I think it is just common sense to all people. So if the people doesn't have common sense, so they just left the public toilet with the bad condition.
I think I agree with candidate this point too, because I think if all people, all everyone uses public toilet with a great responsibility, then the public toilet will not be as dirty as it is in the current condition, and thus the cleaners or public toilet housekeeper does not need to clean it as much as right now. So I agree with candidate this point. What about you, candidate C?
yes.
Um, I too, I agree with candidate D points too, because all the reason all of you give. So that's all for today's discussion. Thank you all of you for coming today.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you
Thank
too.
you.